Hi Pisces, here is your October guidance. You've got the card of Timeless Earth. So first thing, what you need to do is spend some quiet time this month to really think, right? Clear away your thoughts, get out of the way of your fears. I mean, you can dance around the same tune, go around the same, doing the same thing, in overthinking, overcomplicating, and then sometimes you can sort of like just make things seem harder than what they are. So go spend some time to meditate, be in your thoughts, to really think about what you desire, to really think about what you want, to really think about what you're here to do. This is a very powerful time around you of moving forward and really being really connected to your truth. You know, not like our truth is not our fears, our doubts, our worries, or anxiety, or what anyone else has put on us. It's what your truth is, and then going from there, going from your truth, is not of like walking forward off a cliff. You're walking stronger into what you're here to do. So it really is important to really have a good think about where you are in life, where fear, emotion, and any kind of negative thought comes in, what's running the show, and time for you to sort of like sidestep from them, let them go by, and really focus about your truth. And don't be scared to move forward. Timeless Earth is saying to you, time on this earth is fleeting. Days pass quickly, don't they? The months, the years. Are you doing what you're here to do? What's your soul saying? What does your soul want? It's time to go on the journey. You just let your emotions run the show. I'm very much drawn to your breathing this month, the breath work, anything that sort of like can help you relax, like a sound bath, even if you listen on YouTube, sound of the sea, sitting in nature, walking in nature, even if it's a moody or grumpy day, anything like that, because it's where you will get your ideas, it's where you will get your thoughts, and from those ideas, from those thoughts that are coming clear, then you can make the next step. Whenever you get sort of like really caught up in your emotions, take some time to sit out, go, if you have a coffee by yourself or something, just sit, think, talk yourself through and think, okay, all right, this is the way forward, and you will be shown. So don't allow your emotions to run the show, because you have been. And it's time for you to step out now, even if it's uncomfortable, but it's right. Make those steps slowly in the right direction. It'd be the best thing you did, Pisces. Stop going around in that loop. No more. Time to close the old chapter, move into another chapter. I'm very much drawn to the green with you. So I'm drawn to the heart chakra. So it's all about you, what you love, doing what you love, being around who you love. Home is where the heart is. Are you in the right area? Are you in the right place? Are you doing what you love? And if not, then you need to just sit down and think, okay, what is it I want to do? And if you have an idea, follow it through. That idea is not there to cause you problems. It's there to make your life happier and brighter. And if you're unsure, then sit down and think, okay, what excites me? What area of life do I gravitate to? Oh, okay, maybe I can start working on that. Maybe I can do this. Get some inspiration, but make sure you stay on your own path. This is not a time to stand still, because if you stand still, your moods are really going to start coming in. And as much as you're like sort of like February, March, but we're going into sort of like, we're at the end of winter, going into spring. But the winter time can also be a time when you just think, I can't be bothered, but you need to be bothered. So make sure that you are, especially if you're in the UK anyway, you need to be, there's more for you to do. Timeless Earth, sit down quietly, spend some time for yourself, by yourself, and really think about the way forward. Really think about what you're here to do. Doesn't have to be extreme. Not everyone wants to be Prime Minister. I mean, who bloody would want that? But it is about sort of like, if you wanted to bake cookies, if you wanted to have your own cleaning company, if you wanted to, you're just happy where you work, but you want to step up the ladder. Whatever it is, it doesn't, we don't have, when we, our life purpose doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm going off to India to become a guru. It doesn't have, it's not always about that. It's what your heart and your soul is calling you to do. And that is because your heart and soul wants to take you to the pathway to where you're meant to be, of your happiness. And everyone's very different. But what you do is allow your emotions, your fears, your water sign, you allow it to take over, and then an idea suddenly becomes scary, and it's if like your idea, you're in a little pond, then suddenly you overthink, and then your idea is like a little fish in a great big ocean. Well, that little fish in a great big ocean can swim. And when it gets into the big ocean, it gets bigger and stronger and braver and more determined. So don't be scared to dive in to the big ocean, Pisces. Now this energy is going to be around you for quite a long time. Even if I do it next month and it says something different, this energy is going around you next month. You need to really think about what you want to do now. No matter what your age is, wherever you are in life, what's your next step? What do you want? Make sure you calm your mind, clear your mind, and really, really, really think calmly about your next step.